Welcome to another Aries Point Project video. My name is Aaron Savage. Today is August 4th, 2022. Today I wanted to talk about Life Club. Now we can't talk about Life Club. Many reasons why, primarily because it can't be defined by a single person or even a collective of people, because time is fluid. But because what we base it upon is largely predicated by consensus reality agreements. And many consensus reality agreements are sensible sacrifices, oftentimes in logical base, which sacrifices the individual for a collective, a communal logic, a communal song. And as you know, a community, a society, a culture, it's only as good as the spirit within it. And the spirit changes. So holding ideologies, holding consensus reality agreements above the truth of your own experience is the sacrifice. It's why we're bound into this victim, tyrant, savior dynamic in life. This is why the Abrahamic religions talk of sacrificing the son within you for the son without, the God without. As a father, I don't want my children to sacrifice themselves because they believe that I would frown upon whatever they found nourished their spirit, their soul. But not everyone feels that way. There's a hawk over there. If I can pick it up on this camera, I don't know. In any case, consensus reality arrangements. The tyrant is your acquiescence, the victim is your sovereignty, and the savior is your ignorance. Let me explain. So knowledge is power. Knowledge is obligation. It's responsibility because now you know better. And so now it becomes a choice whether you do right or wrong with the knowledge you've acquired. And that choice shows you who you are, or who you've been and identified with more precisely. You know, we over-identify with the statics in this stream of dynamics, and our emotions get hooked on those ideas, bind us to those ideas. They protect us, they keep us safe. But safe from what, you know? Life is meant to be lived, not sat on the sidelines watching it go by. So when you know this knowledge, when you understand systems, when you see cycles, you are confronted with the truth of your knowledge, and you can either fall back on consensus reality agreements, well, I'm a victim because of this or that, or this will never work because this or that, or these people are like this, or this is like that. Identifying with the statics, the definitions which you construct a world around you, make you feel safe and secure and like you understand things. But you have the option to lose yourself into what could be. And it takes courage, of course. And we're all born with it. It's within you. It's the fire that keeps you alive. You know, there is no shame in ignorance. Ignorance is how we learn. It's the gift. It's your power. Sometimes when you have the knowledge, you're faced with the choice. Am I good enough? Do I deserve it? Is it worth it? Well, the answer is yes, it always is. And you always are. But until you can realize it for yourself, it's just a potential. It's just a shadow, it's a nightmare. It's a shoulda, coulda, woulda from the past that no longer needs to live in your conscious awareness, your existence. But only you can transmute that. A lot of grasshoppers here today, lately. So in your consensus reality arrangements, you're going to see things that make even less sense than they have the past few years, and you're going to see people protecting that, honoring that over the truth of what they know, what they feel. And you'll have the choice because you'll have the knowledge of yourself in relation to whatever it is. Do you give yourself away? Do you sacrifice? Do you martyr yourself as a victim to honor the tyrant, the external God of your experience? Or do you take hold of the flame and step into the light? Sure, it burns. You know, you don't stand out in the sunlight all day. There's oscillations. You can go in the shade sometimes. You can take a break sometimes. But never take a break from yourself. You must die many lives before you die physically. The spirit's ever flowing, it's dynamic, it's adaptable, it's mutable. And so is your conscious understanding. So get out of the mind. The mind which identifies and statics everything, binds you to a truth. Get into the heart. The heart which informs through the purity of your desire, your spirit, the reason you were born, to express in this world what it is that only you can express. When you operate there, then you see your ego is actually not the ego. It's just part of the gift of life. It's the conduit of your spirit with which you choose the limitation. Alright, that's all I wanted to say. So, thanks for watching and take care.